Okay, hi. Ready for some more stretching? It's Emily Goldblum here. Hey, Bala babes. I hope everyone's well. We're going to be working on stretching the back of our legs, so a lot of leg extensions, just stretching and opening up that area right behind our knee, hamstrings. We're also going to be working on opening up our hips, strengthening those hips, and it all involves your core. And then there's a couple of fun exercises at the very end, working on our arms. So let's get to it. You'll put on either your 2-pound or 1-pound ball of weights on your ankles. I've got my 1-pound weights. And we're gonna be warming up on our back. So lay down all the way onto your back. And I want you to think, first of all, before we get started, pressing your thighs, your glutes, your calves, knees, everything in your legs pressing into the floor. Same thing goes with your shoulders, shoulder blades, back of your arms, palms pressing into the floor. And now you're engaging your belly. You're really pressing it into the floor, and you're going to bend your knees in to your chest till you come to tabletop. And now here we're going to start. You're going to lower your right leg for 16. And I don't want it to tap the floor. I just want it to hover. So bring it down and up. And we're going to straighten it as much as you can. That leg must be as straight as you possibly can. We're just warming up our hips here. It's a good pelvic floor exercise. Everything is squeezed. And we have 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to switch legs. Switching, left leg extends straight all the way down to press bend in. Straight, extend that leg, pressing your opposite hip, your right hip down into the floor, keeping it nice and heavy so you're stable and not wobbly. Nice. And we've got 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and bring it in, tabletop. Now from here, you're going to extend those knees nice and straight. Toes are facing up to the sky, and you're going to lower them down to about a 45-degree angle here, and you're going to turn everything out. Your hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, toes out. And you're pressing down, same thing, belly engaged. You're going to bend your knees and bring those ankles into your body. And we're just going to extend straight, bend, opening those hips, using your core. Nice. Extend and point those toes. Nice long ankles. Really letting your knees straighten to your maximum potential. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend and lift straight up. Okay, from here, are you still thinking of pressing the back of your arms into the ground, palms into the ground? This is going to hold you and stabilize you and keep you grounded. And then you're going to lower and lift. Here we go. Lower those legs. Ankles don't touch the floor. And if it's a real struggle here, then bend your knees. Bend them, and then lower, and then in. I'm gonna keep my legs nice and straight, but I wanted to offer up that option. Pressing your low back into the mat. Try not to let it arch up. Navel's pressed in. And we've got 8. Squeeze your glutes. 7, 6, 5, squeeze, 4, knees are fully straight, 3, or not if you're choosing to keep them bent, 2, 1, good. Now normally I do these exercises, these next ones, hanging from a monkey bar or a silk, whichever, but I'm doing them on the ground. It's a good workout. It's a good low back stretch. Put your hands out to the side, and I call it, they're TikToks, and you're gonna go all the way over. And again, here, you can do these with bent knees. It's taking your legs a little bit, the gravity isn't pulling your legs so far away from your center core, so it makes it a little bit more manageable. But if you're super, super strong, then try and do it with your legs straight. Nice. TikToks. Press the floor away and lift up. Nice. Keep going. You've got this. We're just warming up here. It's a nice low back stretch, as well as working those hips because you're squeezing your legs together. Halfway there. 8 more. Breathe. Working your waist. Your lateral muscles are really engaged, holding those legs together and bringing them back up. Come on, you've got this. 2 more. Last set. Good. Now from here, you're gonna lower the wind. You're gonna lower your left leg down, and you're gonna lift your booty just a little bit off the ground. And we're gonna kick here. You're gonna lower and then kick into your chest. That's it. Keep those hips nice and high. Your left leg, foot is pressed into the mat, working on strengthening and lengthening your hamstring, your right hamstring. Two more. You are there. And then lower, switch. Breathe. Lift your left leg straight up to the sky. And then you're going to lower and then pulse it all the way up. Front kicks. Working your glutes. That's why I have your hips lifted off the ground, so we can stretch and strengthen at the same time. 8 more. 7. Come down with real control. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now from here, you're going to lower your back vertebrae by vertebrae. There you go. And from here, I want you to take in your right leg. You can hug in your knee, bend knee. And we're just going to do little circles here. Keep those hips nice and supple. And then the bottom leg, I really want it nice and straight. And again, pressed into the floor. And now from here, you could use a towel, or if you have a yoga strap, anything really. And if you don't have anything, you can also grab the back of your thigh, your knee. This is getting a little bit tougher. You have to have that mobility, but I'm just going to do it holding my ankle. And I want you to do is point your toe as you pull your leg in towards your chest, and then flex as you bend. So point, flex. And so if you're using a towel, you're going to hold the towel around your calf or just above it, and you're going to pull in, and then you're going to flex. There you go. And flex. It's a nice stretch for your hips and hamstrings. If you're a runner, I do this before I go for runs. Point and flex. Point and flex. Good. And now from here, with a towel or your hand, whatever you have, just take it out to the side. Just like that. Nice. And you can either rest your arm on top of it to press and keep these hips nice and open. This is an option. You don't have to use the weight of your arm and hand pressing it down to the floor. You could just hold it underneath here and then bring it back to center. Lower down, and we're going to switch to your left leg. So left leg comes in nice and straight. Hook your towel around your calf, and then you're going to point to pull it in towards your chest nice and straight. You could even, this is another technique that I like, you could just stay here in this position and literally like micro bend and then fully straighten. Micro bend, fully straighten. I'm always tighter on my left side, so sometimes I do that there. But let's go ahead and keep it equal. I just wanted to share that with all of you so you can fully press it in towards your chest and then flex and bend. Now extend the leg nice and straight towards your chest, pull it in, and then flex and bend. Here we go. Bottom leg is nice and strong and engaged into the floor. Flex and bend the knee. Point the toe and pull it in. Breathe. Flex and bend. And then point. Nice long straight knee. And then flex. And then point. Pull it in towards your chest, nice and straight, straight knee. As much as you can. I'd rather you be all the way out here with a straight knee than up here bending your knee, because you're not working on those extension of the nice long muscle in your legs. So try to work on getting this part of your knee super straight when you're doing this exercise. And bend, and then point, and now flex, and just take your leg out to the side. You can either hook your hand underneath the inside of your leg, of your heel, or you can hold it at your calf and press the leg out to the side. Again, you can do this with a towel or those Pilates rings. You can use one of those. Whatever you have, that's just going to give you sort of an extension, a longer arm, so that you don't have to hunch up or bend your knee in to your chest. And here you can put your elbow and press it into the knee to open up those hips just a little bit more if you're feeling that today. And now bring it back into center. Good. And lower down. Now again, I want you to come just to get into the transition of the next movement. I'm going to come on the edge of this part of my mat so I don't end up on the hard tennis court. So you're in tabletop and you're going to lower down the knees all the way. I want to do it so you can see. Okay, all the way down. And now push your chest forward. Get your shoulder underneath and open. I don't want you back here kind of hunched. I want you pressing the chest forward and open, getting a stretch here in the shoulder, and a little bit of a micro bend in your right arm. And then from here, straighten the bottom leg, and the back leg is going to swing back for a nice extension of this hip flexor and in. So here you should be in this L shape, 90-degree angle, and then you press back and in. There you go. Yes. You can hold your hand, your other top arm all the way in front for balance. That's it. And all the way back and up. Really squeeze at the back here. And there you go. Lift it just a little bit more. Once you get to your fullest extension, then lift one little pulse more for that extra push. And good. And we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, lift it, press, 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 and then back down to your L shape here. Now you can bend your knees in, just in this 90-degree bend here. And then you're going to lift the top leg, my left leg, your left leg, into your chest. Press it in. And you're going to press in for 16. So press, oh, there's my elbow. So I keep my elbow nice and in towards my hips so it doesn't get in the way. 10, 9, find what works for you here. 7, 6, it's working really the back and side of your hips here. 5, 4, you should feel that burn now. 3, 2, 1, nice. And now we're gonna straighten those knees out all the way. Can you see me? And then from here, you're going to lift the leg up. This is our side. We're lifting this side L balance. And we've got 16 of these. Again, really focus your mind on keeping those knees nice and straight. You could flex your feet here and really think of turning your leg in. And that way you're going to carve out your outer hips, outer thigh muscle. Good. And 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, I want you to bring your legs back all the way to straight position, extended down beneath your hips. From here, this is a little bit of fun. It's utilizing that turned out position that we did in the beginning on our backs, as well as working the your waist muscles, because you're really pressing the knees in to the side and then extending everything out. So working on that leg extension, nice long leg muscles. Good. In and out and all the way straight. And as you notice, I'm not letting my ankles drop. I'm lifting them up and pressing into the mat so that I'm getting that level off of the floor. I keep my body weight in the front when I'm here, and then when I come back, when I'm bringing my knees in towards my chest and side body, I then go, because of our hips, there's that hip bone, then I go on the back of it, and then I open out. So that's just a little trick. Everybody's different. Some people don't have that like bone sticking out. That's kind of annoying when you're doing these things, these types of exercises. But I have that naturally. So I like to just share a little bit of that information. It helps me when I know where I want my body weight balance to be. Good. In, straight. Good. In, extend. Nice. Good. Okay, last one. I'm really moving off the mat here. And now we're going to take in between set of abs, and then we'll go on to the other side. So lay back down onto your back. And from here, I want your legs extended straight. Where can you see me? There we go. And you're going to lift the legs. Just let them hover off of the mat ever so slightly. And we're just going to lower and lift them like that. So you want a V with your arms, pressing down, belly engaged, glutes pressed in, hips, thighs squeeze, knees squeeze together, ankles squeeze together. You get the point. And we're going to lift and lower for 25 or 30. Let's go for 30. Pull it in. Hug your knees in. Ooh, okay, right away. 2 more ab exercises before we go into the other side. So let's do our rock the boats, boat rocking. Legs are straight. Hands can be behind. Your hands can be behind your head. I like to extend them fully straight, and you're just gonna pick the legs up, and you're going to start rocking, pressing the heels down towards the floor, and hollow belly. I'm starting to move and rock back. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Let's go for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come forward. Now we're going to do similar exercise, but bent knees and elbows touching the top of your thighs. So you're just going to rock like this. Yeah. Try not to let those elbows come off. You're really squeezing those abs. round back, chin in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, stretch it out. Whoo. You can lift your booty up. Feel your abs stretch out a little bit. Okay. And now going on to the other side, I'm going to flip my body around and fix my mat. Okay, so lay back down onto your back. Press your knees in into tabletop to lower them down towards the floor. There you go. Bring that lower arm up above your ears, in line with your ear. Press the chest forward and give yourself a little bend in the arm to prop your bust and chest up. Extend the bottom leg straight, and you're going to take the top leg is going to be the working leg, pressing back. And you're working on extending those that right hip flexor, as well as squeezing those glutes, and it's working your waistline. It's crunching that waist as you press your leg back. Everything is working in your core here. Good. Press the chest forward, especially as you go back. Think of extending this whole line in your body, chest included. Nice. And remember what we said on the other side. Really think of pressing an extra little level once you get to your extension. Back and lift up. Good. Back and lift up. That's it. Back, lift. Just to get an extra little squeeze there in our glutes. Breathe, lift. Nice. This in ballet or rhythmic gymnastics is pretty much an arabesque position when your back leg is fully extended straight behind you. 10. Wait, what am I saying? 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Bring it forward. Bend both knees. Bending your both knees to this 90-degree angle with your knees. And from here, you're going to pulse the top leg towards your chest. And there you go. In, bend, straight, bend. In, into your chest, away. Into your chest, away from your chest. Nice. 10, 9, really working that outer upper leg. 10, 9, for real this time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, 1. Now, extend those legs straight so that your hips are in a 90-degree angle, your hips and body. And here you can flex your toes or not, point them. Or if you're going to flex them, then really think of pointing your top heel up. It's really going to work this part and carve out those outer hip muscles. Here you go. I feel the burn. I hope you do too. in a good way. 10. No, wait, we haven't even done 10. I want to do 20 here. Now, 10. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. Now legs are going to come right in line with your hips, straight down. Here we go. Lift that chest up off of the floor. Lifting your ankles off the ground, squeezing them together. Press your knees in towards your waistline, turning them out, and then extending straight. Again, press your hips back behind you so your chest comes forward. When your legs are straight, bend, then your hips can come behind you, and forward, the legs extend straight. Trying to break it down so that you can all get this exercise, because it kind of looks funny and different, but it's working a lot of flexibility here, crunching your waist, extending those legs, back of your legs, your knees are fully extended straight, which is exactly what we're going for and targeting today. Woo. Good. Straight, bend, and straight. So straight, bend in, and extend out straight. So you're kind of like développé. This is like a développé. A battement would be like a kick. But right now we're bending, so you're really using mostly all the control in your hips and your thighs and your core, your lateral core muscles. Here we go. Nice. 3 more. And then relax down. Okay, we're gonna come into flutter kicks on your belly. So get ready, take a sip of water if you need. I'm just gonna put my mat where you can see me. Okay, so coming down onto your belly, working the backs of your legs and extending your chest. You're just going to lift your arms and you're gonna swim, and same with your legs. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds and then we're gonna stretch. We're gonna do this 3 times. So get ready. Are you ready? Sip of water, breathe. You can do this. Here we go. And now lifting those arms off the floor, nice and straight, legs off the floor. And flutter kick for 30 seconds. Good, hold it. Hold, nice and straight, and release down. Okay, now I want you to take your left arm underneath your chest. Give it a nice little shoulder deltoid stretch here. I like to press my chest down. This is just a little stretch we can do in between each set to recover. Good. Breathe. And now right back into it. Head down, lift the chest and shoulders nice and straight off the floor. And then back of legs off the floor, heels off, and flutter kick for 30 seconds. Good. Hold. Hold. Superwoman. And release down. And now let's stretch your right shoulder. Thread the needle down underneath your chest and lower. Sometimes you need to play around here, like where you want your arm. If you want it above your chest or beneath it. I put it just a little bit above, and then that way I can really feel this stretch right here. Breathe. Let your body weight relax into your arm and shoulder and feel that nice stretch here. And then we have one more 30-second flutter kicks. Okay, here we go. Arms nice and straight in front of you. Lifting those arms up off the floor, chest up, legs off the floor, nice and straight, and flutter. 30 seconds. And hold, lift, and lower. Good. Bring your arms, your elbows just beneath your chest, and lift your chest up into a little cobra stretch. If you're really feeling super open in your chest, you can push up all the way into up dog. This is up to you. You choose where you're at and what you're feeling today, what you need. Breathe. Good. Okay, our last big push. I love this one, but it can be challenging. It really sort of depends how slow you go. So what we're doing are 12 to 15, you choose where you want to go. Really super lowering down push-ups. So give it a go and just keep that body engaged, pushing away from the floor, but you don't have to push up. You're just going to lower down like this, lower so slow. Slow as you can. Okay. And then you push up, but don't actually push up, just come up. And then that's 1. We're going for 12. Okay, and if you have to do it on your knees, do it on your knees, but go as so slow as you can. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Woo! 8. Come on, we can do it. I feel it. 9. Woo! 10. You can come into an extended child's pose for a little stretch in between each one. 10. Okay, 2 more. Let's make these ones count. Last one. Okay. Ah, that burnt. That felt so good though. Okay. Whew. Now, let's come into our stretches, cool down stretching. We're gonna place your right leg in front, just going for a half split. Flex the leg. You can flex or point. I'm gonna flex. I like to press my palms down into the mat, and I like to lower so that I'm using the weight of my body to, again, what have we been working on this whole time? Extending the back of our leg, hamstrings, our knee extension, so that our legs can be fully straight. Breathe. You can take your opposite hand. So in my case, I've got my right leg in front, left arm crosses over, and then you're gonna feel it in your low back here as you send your energy towards your hips and towards your fingertips, kind of pulling you apart. Good. Then you're gonna crawl forward, bending your front leg. A nice little hip stretch here. Good. Now from here, take your toes onto the opposite side of your mat. Go lower the knee for a nice pigeon stretch. You can bend your knee more and push your toes in all the way. Then you'll feel it a little less in your glute, your right glute here. But if you are feeling quite open, or that you need this extra stretch in your glute, then keep it at that 90-degree angle with your knee. And you can also lower down to use your body weight. Just stretch it ever so gently more. Breathe. I kind of wiggle. I don't know, it just helps me get comfortable in the stretching position that I'm in. In gymnastics, sometimes we would like bounce a little, kind of just, take away the stretch and then bring it back, and then take it away and bring it back. So these are all little tips. If they work for you, use them. Good. Push up. Good. Now we're gonna switch legs, come back in, crawl those toes to the center, release them back, and then lift the left leg into your half split. Nice long spine here. You can flex those toes, and from here, with your nice long spine, we're just gonna lower down and use that weight on top of your thigh to really straighten this knee. Try to breathe. And you can take your right arm across over and think of pulling your fingertips away from your body and your hips pressing back away from your fingertips. Pull. Feels good. And then come back. Bend the knee, crawl forward. Just hold this for a few breaths here. Stretching your back hip flexor, opening your front hip. Good. And now Roll your toes over to the other side of the mat. Come down into a nice pigeon stretch. If you're looking for a little less stretch, bend the knee harder, further in, bringing your toes towards your midline. And then if not, if you're needing this stretch for your glutes, then keep your shin in line with your knee. And then press your chest down. Your toes back to the mid, center, and that is our class. I hope you had fun, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you learned some new things about stretching, and I hope to see you all soon. Mwah! Have a great day.